go. That time it worked. I may have done something wrong. All right, remembering to press record this time. And take off. I'm going to stay low in case there are any aircraft in the area. I can still see it though. But now I'm at full throttle doing 50 miles per hour at the moment. Have a tailwind. Got to remember that for the trip back. I'm at 135 feet. Recording, 92% battery. Take it up a little higher, at 200 feet now. Turn to the left a little. Right in front of us is the point of Tongue Mountain on Lake George, New York. Heading towards the Narrows Island group. Still doing 45 now. 4,000 feet away from the home position, home point. Remember to set my return to home altitude to about 300. There's the Narrow Island group. I'm at 700 feet now. I'm going to hold right there. $5,700 feet away now. Pan around for everybody. Yeah. It was scheduled for 2 p.m. So now we're panning to the south towards Camp Gingercook, which is a YMCA camp on Lake George. Dome Island's in view now. And that's the south end of the lake. We're probably about 14 miles north of the village of Lake George.
Everything came out okay.
Now we've got more. It's pretty much landing. It picks up audio and it's streaming on the internet, just so you know. So I'm right over the end. Every once in a while I'm getting a weak transmission on the video. So it's actually streaming from the iPad image, not really the aircraft. The iPad has Wi-Fi connected to the house. And I've got 15 minutes and 20 seconds of estimated flight time left at 79% battery, and that's exactly where I came from, straight ahead there. I think what I'll do now is I'll fly up the mountain at a slight angle toward myself, so heading forward now, up the mountain. Actually, I'll keep the islands in group and fly kind of sideways. Climbing a little bit. 775 feet. 800.
Does it tell you the ground you are?
Not above the ground. It doesn't know how far off the ground it is. I mean, I can estimate it's about.
So you could run into a mountain without
100 or 200 feet. Well, I'm not going to run into. See the mountain
because of the visual.
Right, visual. Yep. And if I lose radio, it will automatically fly to home. And if it's at this altitude, it will stay at this altitude here. And my return to home altitude is actually 300 feet. And right now I'm at 1,020. So it'll just stay here. As long as I don't drop the mountain, it won't run into the mountain. Now I'm at 1,100 feet, and I'm 7,000 feet away from the home point. 13 minutes of battery left.
What's the maximum you can go away from the home point?
I've been 10,000 feet. Actually, I
Battery
did
power
this.
the only.
Battery power too, but panning towards the again. And straight ahead is Big Burnt Island, is the big one in the middle. And then you got Glen Island right there, general store in the range, otherwise known as. And I think I'll just pause here for a moment. The automatic return to home symbol is still in a way, which is right there.
Yeah.
And then 9, so when it gets there, it automatically initiates a return to home. You can stay out there. The worst thing that could happen is at 10%, if it just goes straight down and tries to land, doesn't know if it's in a tree or what. I think what I might do now is I'll pan around real quick again and maybe climb up or fly along the mountain a little bit.
My neighbor does this. He's the one that did all the stuff from the air for the November storm in Buffalo. He was watching him do it from the ground.
He got like 100,000 views, didn't he? Or
Oh,
1,000,000
yeah.
views, something like that.
Guys up there.
Something sick.
It was on CNN News and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, from the storms.
Yeah.
Yeah. The snowstorms. There's a gentleman from South Africa watching, I know for sure.
Now, what's the maximum height?
1,504. Now we've got a weak transmission, so I think I'll start to fly towards home a little bit and get better video for everybody that's viewing. And I'm going to fly down the mountain.
Without crashing.
Right. Well, again, I can see the ground. In the corner, I can see that I'm heading directly towards the home point. And I also recognize that little bay below me there. So, crappy video, but that's actually because we're over here now. Maybe I'll walk towards here a little bit. I've got some trees right in front of me that could be hurting the signal. But we're getting closer, so it should improve. I'm descending through 1,000 feet right now. See that bay straight across from us?
Okay.
That's the bay right in front of us on the image, on the iPad.
Is that Jimmy Carroll Burke?
Yes. About 12 minutes left, and the home point is safely to the my estimated flying time remaining.
So is that northwest?
Well, I'm approaching in the lower right corner. It shows me heading straight to home. You follow the green line, you're flying towards. And by flying low like this, possible aircraft I could be missing flying up the lake low.